to your basket, everyone pays the final low price, plus your postage, unless you're a Freedom member. It's an amazing opportunity for Freedom members. Fantastic low prices plus no postage. Now, if you're not a Freedom member, you'll pay $4.95 postage on every item you bid for. But as a Freedom member, you get unlimited standard delivery on every item you purchase from any Hochanda show, including Craft Price Drop. Plus, Freedom members also get selected discounts and offers. So why not join Freedom now? Get all the Craft Price Drop deals here and pay no postage. Freedom costs just $6.97 per month. Just add that number 88888 to your basket and continue bidding. Craft Price Drop, the new, exciting way to shop here on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Sandra Rushton. I'm an artist, a colourist, but most of all, I'm a crafter. From a very, very early age, I can remember drawing pictures and turning them into cards so I could send them to my friends and family. My artwork is mostly steampunk inspired, anything to do with clocks and cogs, but I also like that little bit of fantasy, that little bit of something different, where you're more curious and you want to look a little bit deeper into the images I bring to you. We're a family-run business. It's myself and my husband here in Nottinghamshire. We design and make everything on site here in the office. Whether it's colouring or crafting, whether it's cards, mixed media, or you're just looking for something a little bit unique, a bit different, then please come and join me on my shows on Hochanda.
Welcome to our third Craft Price Drop of the day. We do it every morning at 7 a.m, we do it at 11 o'clock online, and we do it every evening at 7 p.m. as well. Great to have your company. And we are going to have tonight what they call an avalanche Craft Price Drop, which basically means we're going to start off with the highest prices, and as the show goes on, every single auction will be less than the first. So that's what you can look forward to. So see prices at the beginning of the show, you think, oh, that's really good. Well, the price is only going to get lower and lower and lower as the hour goes on. But where that price ends up is always down to you. We never know where the price is going to finish because it all depends on how many we have, how many of you come through in the auction. In other words, how quickly we get to zero quantity. Let's say hello to a few of you that are watching already. Hello to Heather. Hello, Heather. Sarah as well. Hello to you. They're all on Facebook, so they're saying hi at the moment. Heather says she loves the avalanche feature of Craft Price Drop, starting at the higher prices and every price thereafter gets lower and lower and lower. That's what we're going to be doing for the next hour. Let me talk you around the screen and show you exactly how it works. OK, take a little look. On the screen right now, up there, you're going to see the details. Now, there's nothing usual or unusual about that. The item number followed, of course, by the description of the item. Underneath it, then, the normal price. And then in the white box, it's where that price starts to fall. That's where you'll start to see it trickling down and then plummeting down as well. And then at the bottom, at some point during the auction, we're going to get a quantity on the screen, and then you can gradually see how quickly something is going and how quickly it's going to get down to zero. Now, of course, our items are usually craft related or hobby related because obviously Hochanda stands for Home of Crafts, Hobbies and Arts. That's what Hochanda means, if you didn't realise. So what we got to start off today is not necessarily a craft, more of a hobby. And in the past few shows that we've done, going back over the last, 2 or 3 weeks, we've had a few pans and pots from this company. They are a leading brand in Australia. They're massive in Australia. And somehow we've been able to get stock of Baccarat right here at Hochanda and at Craft Price Drop. So this is an opportunity if you're maybe a hobby cooker or a cookist, or cook even, then this could be right up your street. Now, as I say, #1 or certainly high up there in the rankings in Australia, this is an anodised aluminium pan that is suitable to obviously go into the oven. It's also suitable to go onto a hob, gas or electric, or even induction. It's got an induction plate built into it as well. Incredible non-stick capabilities in this pan too. Riveted stainless steel handles, so you know it's going to last you. It's actually got, wait for this, a lifetime guarantee. Now, there aren't many pots and pans that that come with a lifetime guarantee. That's how good the quality of this pan is. And you've also got the removable rack as well, which you may not always want to use, but when you want to maybe have, I don't know, a piece of meat away from the base of the pan, helping hot air circulate around it, or excess juices draining away, or fat from a leg of lamb or something like that, or a turkey, then this is going to keep it, of course, suspended away from the base of the pan. But it really is top-notch, top quality, and it's also dishwasher safe as well, which is a really good deal. I think you can see, just by looking at its finish and its quality, you can see the build quality without any doubt whatsoever, and totally non-stick, easy to clean, dishwasher safe as I mentioned, but the most important thing is it's suitable for every type of hob out there and every type of oven as well. And it comes with a lifetime guarantee. Now, $79.99 is what you should be paying for this in any store, or indeed from us. That's the recommended retail price of this pan today. But we are Craft Price Drop, so we want to get that price moving one way and one way only, down. We want to get it as down and as low as possible. Here we go. £30 off the price, down to $49.98. That's a brilliant plummet. £30 off. £30 off. Now, size-wise, you're asking about the size of this. It's 30 inches by 40 by 30, and 7.5 centimetres in depth as well. So it's got a great depth on it too. So we were talking actually before the show started, talking about dinner tonight, talking about maybe dauphinoise could go in there, maybe a moussaka, or a lasagna could go in there, a big roast leg of lamb could go in there as well, or your roast potatoes too. I mean, this is going to be a multi-use pan that can go in the oven, obviously, but can also go on hobs as well, including induction. $49.44 at that moment. At the moment, the price is still going down, so better than £30 off the price at the moment for a pan that anywhere where you found this for sale would be in the region of £80. We're not happy at giving you just one plummet. Let's get another plummet going. Let's get those arrows pushing downwards. Here we go. Where are we going next? £42.67. £42.67. That price is still dropping. We took it down by £30. We're now taking it now down by about £36, £37 off the price. I don't know how low we can go on this. You've saved a huge amount of money at the moment, OK? If you want to come in on this now, now's the time to put it in your basket and check out. Remember, that's the way it works here at Craft Price Drop. Putting it in your basket doesn't reserve it. You've got to literally put it in your basket and then check out what's in your basket to be in the auction. And then no one is paying the price until we close the auction, until you hear that announcer say, price lock. That's when the price is locked. That's when your debit or credit card will be charged whatever that final low price is. No one pays any other price other than the final low price. And no one pays P&P if you're a Freedom Club member as well. Do bear that in mind. Otherwise, it's £4.95 per item. OK, still going down at £42.04. £42.04. What's your saving at the moment then? You're looking at about £38 off the price. And already you're coming in for it. You're knowing that this is just too good to miss out on. You know, if you were going to spend this sort of money, £40 odd on a pan like this, would it be anywhere near the quantity, the quality that you're getting with this particular pan tonight from Baccarat? I very much doubt it. This is, of course, a top-of-the-tree quality item, #1 in Australia, or certainly up there with the rest of them, and we're getting it here today at an incredible reduction. Under £40. We've only got 11 left now. 11 chances. If you promised yourself in your kitchen quality pans that are going to stand the test of time, that are going to last, well, yeah, a lifetime guarantee. A lifetime guarantee on a pan that you can use every single day. Dishwasher safe, oven safe, hob safe. It can go on induction as well. So if you've got an induction hob, no problem. Whatever you cook in there will be cooked in next to no time. And it's a great size, 40 by 30. Hard anodized aluminium is what you're looking at here. It's going to stand the test of time. It's going to last you years and years and years and years. And that's the box it comes in as well. Maybe you're looking for maybe a wedding present or something like that. You're getting it for half price right now. Half price. This is the sort of pan that maybe you've been promising yourself for a long time, or you'd like to get maybe your son or your daughter or your daughter-in-law or whatever it may be. A housewarming gift idea as well. Bang on half price. We've got 4 spaces in the auction, and remember, this is an avalanche night tonight. Every auction, the next one is going to be lower, the next one's going to be lower, the next one's going to be lower. The price is going to keep on falling through the night. This is our highest priced item of the night, okay? Everything else after this is going to be lower than £39.98. We've got 2 pans remaining, 1 left now at £39.98 from Baccarat. Maybe you bought some of the other pans from Baccarat before from us, and you'd like to maybe kind of add to your collection, get a set going on. 1 left. Next person through, £39.98, and it's gone. Auction closed. Auction number 1.
Price lock.
There we are. That is our craft price, locked price, £39.98. Everyone pays that final low price. No one pays a penny more, plus the P&P, of course, of £4.95. Now, not only is it an avalanche night, it is also the night where we have a star buy coming up as well. Now, this is the star buy that's coming up somewhere between now and 8 o'clock. This is an A3 set of papers. Each of the 2 designs come in cellophane. And you've got 30 designs in total, so you've got 60 sheets in total. That is coming up as a star buy somewhere between now and 8 o'clock tonight. And of course you can cut them to whatever size you want, but it's going to be under £40, because every single item, remember, is guaranteed to be now under £40. Every auction is going to be coming in at less money. The one after that's going to be next, the one after that's going to be lower, the one after that's going to be lower. So that's the way it's going to work with Avalanche right the way through until 8 o'clock tonight. The prices are only going one way. Down, double down, really, if you think about it. OK, so guaranteed to be less than £40, our Spellbinders set that we've got next for you here. Now, these are the Art Deco trees, Christmas tags, holiday tags and gold ivy. You've got a total of 24 dies from Spellbinders in this collection today, and its value is £88.08. You know already that it's going to go to under £40, because I've told you every single price, the next auction is going to be lower. So we're going to go under £39.98 for these dies. You know that straight off. So get in now. If you're prepared to pay under £40 for these, now's the time to put them in your basket. Now's the time to check out as well. Let's go down. Let's go down to that price that we were earlier on. We said it's going to be lower, £39.98. It's going to be under that. So that's where we are to start. That's our starting point on the auction, basically. And let's have a look in close-up at what we've got in these dies. OK, firstly, over here, we've got 7 dies in this collection, and they are beautiful baubles, as you can see, in different sizes and in different shapes as well. The next one is this. Now, I love these, actually. These have actually got... These are lovely. I'll take them out of the packaging so you can see. Look at these. You've actually got really good sized tags. Now, these tags, they can just be plain if you want them to be, or alternatively, you can, of course, use them with the little die that fits inside. And that will actually give you a debossed Christmas greeting and also, of course, an embossed tree as well. So all of these little elements here fit within these different sized compartments and different sized tags. They all just fit in there, so you can actually have a number of them in if you want to. So choose how you use them. You can just kind of piece them together, and they will cut the shape of the tag, but they will also, of course, cut all these different shapes out as well. You've got a little bow there, a Christmas tree, a sentiment that will get debossed into what you're actually using it for. We've got what does that say? Merry and bright. Obviously, it's back to front because it needs to be pressed into, debossed. If you're never sure what it says, just look in the mirror. And that actually says, on that one, what does that say? Do not open until Christmas. So Christmas tags to put on the presents. It says don't open until Christmas. Nice one. And then we've got here these kind of very, almost Art Deco Christmas trees, I'd say these are. Really unusual. Aren't they beautiful? Very, very different. And, of course, you've got the little star at the top there and the little snowflake beneath it, too. They're really cute. And, again, you always get a little picture on Spellbinders cards as to what you can actually do with them, what you can make with them. That's that one. And then you get, finally, a further 4 of these. So these are your hexagons. These are basically the gold collection. Now, if I turn them around, you'll see they're a slightly different collection of different colour to the other dies that are in the set. The other sets are kind of brassy in colour. These are more gold. Now, these are more debossing than anything else. They will cut, but they will also deboss at the same time. So the effect that you get is this, which is slightly different. So you've got elements that cut out. You can see little cut-out stars there, but then the rest of it is actually debossed into the cardstock. And you can actually put ink on there and use it like a letterpress if you wish as well. OK, here comes that plummet. We've taken it down to £34.78. We were under 40. We promised you would be. We're now under £35. It works out to £11 59 pence per die set if you were to split it equally into the 4 sets that are here. 34.78. Gets you all of these Spellbinders dies with a retail value of £88.08. We want to get that stock on. We want to show you how many we've got. We've got 10 sets to go around. That's all. The next 9 of you to come in will only pay at the moment £34.70. Remember, the next auction, wherever this ends, will be less than this one. And the one after will be less than that one. It's an avalanche night. All the prices, each auction, are just going down and down and down. This is going down more as well. To where, though? £34 and a few pence it was? £32.61 now for all of those dies. Baubles, we've only got 7 left. Baubles, the tags I think are really cute, and they're all year round, they're not just Christmas, because you've got the outline, outside cutting edge. Different sizes, different designs. There you go. You've got your rounded, you've got your scalloped edge. So you've got all these different shapes of tags, so now you can make your own tags for presents without having to buy any of them. And then you've also got these little bits that just kind of set into the centre, which give you, of course, the decoration, which you can choose to use or not. It's up to you. Every die works out to £1.35 because of the quantity you've got there. 24 dies going at the moment for £32.61. Ooh, 4 sets left, that's all we have. Or 3 sets left now. 3 sets remaining, that's all we have. £32.61. How low can we go? Because the next auction is going lower than £32.61, definitely. We've still got 3 chances to get in. Remember, the best way is the website, Hochanda.com. Put it in your basket and check out. That confirms your place in the auction. It's still dropping. We still have 2 spaces, £32.58, with 2 chances to get into this auction. Pop it in your basket, check out. If you are on the phones, I'll tell you more about the phones in a second because we're about to close this auction, I think. £32.58. 1 person will be lucky. There's 1 set left at £32.58. Are you coming in? Putting it in your basket? It's just checked out. Congratulations.
Price lock.
Nice one. Everybody pays that final low price of £32.58 for all those Spellbinders dies. Now, I was saying about the phones. There is a different phone number to our normal show. It is 01733 797 100. That is the phone number that will get you through to our dedicated craft price drop call centre just above us here. They will take your order. They will make sure that you're in the auction and you will pay the final low price as well. That is provided your phone gets answered while the auction is live. If you get in a queue and the auction ends and you haven't been answered, you've missed your place in the auction. So it's always best if you can use the website to do that. Hochanda.com. There'll never be a queue there. Pop it in your basket when you know you want it. Sit back and just basically check out first and then watch that price drop. That's what you will pay, the final low price. OK, now, the star buy, remember, that is coming up at some point during this hour. Now, you've got, remember, 30 sets of 2 sheets of A3 pattern paper. 180 GSM, I think I'm right in saying. Was it 185? We'll double check it. It says it on the back of the packages, but I can't remember. It says 180 something. I'll double check it for you. But you get all of those A3, so basically you can cut them, if you want, into A4. Cut them down the middle, they become A4. It's entirely up to you. And then you'll have 120 sheets. So the fact they're A3, you don't normally use that size. Just think of them as 120 A4 sheets. And we're guaranteeing you they are going to be under £32.58 because every auction is going to be less than its predecessor. So we ended that auction at £32.58, didn't we, the last one? So whatever we show you next will come in and will be less than £32.58. It might be £32.57, it might be £32.56, but it's going to be less than £32.58. OK, now, papers and pads. Here we go. We've got for you 4 paper pads from Creative Expressions. They are fantastic. You've got 4 pads of Christmas paper pads. 8 by 8 they are, and of course, Creative Expressions. We have the lovely Sue Wilson tonight with her one-day special back at 8 o'clock, so very appropriate we have this on tonight. And it's on Craft Price Drop. So the price is going to go well under... What did we end the last one at? £32.58. So let's do that. Let's take it to £32.58 straight away, because you know £48 is that's what it's worth, but it's not going to be what you're going to be paying. Every auction, the next one's going to be lower. We've got all these pads. I'll flick through them in a second for you. There we are. £32.58 was where the last auction ended, so you know that what you pay for these is going to be less than £32.58. Let me flick through the pads. This one is this is the Christmas Wishes. We've got quite a lot of stock of this as well, which is good news. You've got 8 designs, 6 colours, 48 double-sided sheets. Here we go, look. Aren't they lovely? And each side is different. So you've actually got like a frosted side on one side and like a petal side on the other. They're beautiful though, aren't they? You've got snowflakes on that side. And then you've got the kind of white impression of the snowflake one side and the black lined version of it on the other side. So each sheet, double-sided, and lots of variety in there. 48 designs in, well, 48 sheets, should I say, not 48 designs. 48 sheets in that pad. 8 designs. Then you've got, in this one, the 12 Days of Christmas. So this is, again, beautifully printed. Let's have a little look at these. Now, these tiles, if you wanted to, they could easily, with a trimmer, be cut out, and they could be used as toppers if you wanted them to be. But again, you've got, again, a patterned background on the reverse side, and you've got the tiled side on the other. You've got, this almost looks like a woven design, almost like a drawbridge or something like that. Very beautiful. So the 12 Days of Christmas is what you're looking at here. Snowflakes, you've got the maids are leaping, the milkmaids, you've got the swans are swimming, geese are laying, 5 gold rings. It's all in there. Those could be trimmed if you wanted them to be into little strips. £12 a pad, normally at £48. We're looking at less than 33 at the moment. 32.58 was where the last auction ended. That's where this one is just about to start. How much lower can we go than 32.58? So you've actually got 2 of the 12 Days of Christmas, and you've got 2 of the other pattern papers we showed you. So basically you've got 2 of each. So 4 pads for 32.58 is where we're at the moment. But you heard that noise, you heard the music, you saw the arrows flashing. We're going under where we ended the last auction. But how much under? Under £30. Under £30 for 4 fantastic 8x8 pads. £29.76 is the price at the moment for these. £29.76, and it's still going down. £29.53. But how much lower can it go? Lots of you coming in right now. Everyone pays the final low price, provided you put it in your basket and you check out. In your basket is not enough. Here we go. We're going down further. Another plummet on Craft Price Drop for Saturday night. Here it comes. £24.67. We've broken the £25 barrier for all 5 of these. Now, what does that work out at? That works out at about just over £6. £6.15 per pad is what you're looking at now. Remember, you get 2 of the 12 Days of Christmas, exactly the same, and 2 of these fantastic double-sided Christmas-themed pads. This one isn't themed at all. Well, it's themed with Christmas. It's not themed like the 12 Days of Christmas is. It's more generic, snowflakes, ferns, that sort of thing as well. In very traditional colours of green and green and red, sorry, and purple as well. And you've got slate grey in there too. Beautiful images. Love those snowflakes. But if one side's not right, the chances are the reverse will be fine. And also, if you're using them maybe in construction as well, if the inside is going to be visible, which often it can be, it's going to be attractive whichever way you look at it, isn't it? 4 pads, 48 sheets, that's 96, that's 192 sheets of 8x8 paper for £24.51 at the moment. It's about 4p a sheet, roughly, isn't it? No. We'll work it out. It's even less than that, I think. So it's 96, 192 divided by 24.51. 22 left at the moment. £24.51 divided by 192. Here we go. 23.47. 22 left. How much each? 192. Hang on. How much? 12 pence per page. We got there. 12p a page. 23.47. We got 21 sets left. Just over a £5 per pad at the moment. And they should be £12 each, though. So you're getting them at under, better than half price. Much better than half price. 23.47. How much lower can we go? The quantity is going fast right now. From Creative Expressions, if you're a fan of the dyes, if you're a fan of all the products from Phil and Julia and Sue, we don't show you paper pads like this often in the shows. I can't remember ever doing a show where these have been in the show. So if you want to get them, they're in Craft Price Drop, but only while we have the stock. And that stock is going fast now. Down to single-figure stock at £23.35 for all 4 pads. 9 left. Still going down, 23.27. Remember, please join the Freedom Club. Not mentioned that very much this hour so far. If you're not a member of the Freedom Club, you'll be charged £4.95p and p. If you are a member of the Freedom Club, you will not be charged any postage. So in other words, the final low price is your delivered home price on a debit or a credit card. We're down to £23.11, and we have 5 sets of these left. That's all. 5 remaining at £23.11. Just over a £5 a pad. Remember, the next auction, whatever it may be, is going to be under £23.11 at the moment. £23.07 we're at now. 3 left. Everyone who came in earlier, even when it said £48, at the moment is paying £23.07. 2 left. Come in now, you'll get 4 brand new pads in time for all your Christmas makes. 1 left at £23.07. Is that going to be the final price? Who's going to get the last set of pads tonight? It's gone. Congratulations. You got the last one.
Price lock.
Val, I think you got the last set, so congratulations. You just got in there before we had to move on. So many, many congratulations. You pay, and as everyone does, £23.07. Now, the big question, Liam, my producer tonight, have we got any people tonight paying postage? Sarah, in the last auction in Bristol, you're paying postage because you're not a Freedom member. Sorry about that. But I think that's all so far. Not many others. Maybe 1 or 2 others, but not many. The majority of you have been Freedom members. And if you're thinking, well, how do I join Freedom? I don't want to pay P&P. Add it to your basket. When you put something into the auction, into your basket, put Freedom membership in as well at the same time. You can do it in the same transaction, and you will not then be charged the £4.95 P&P. You'll be charged £6.97 for Freedom membership, but it means then your P&P is paid for the whole month of membership from this day this month to the same date next month, OK? So anything you buy in Hochanda shows, anything you buy in Craft Price Drop, you won't pay a single penny postage. So it makes sense to become a Freedom member. Right, now, that last auction went to, what was it? £23.07 we closed that last auction at. So, remember, this is an avalanche night, which means every single auction is going lower than the previous one. So we finished that last one at £23.07, and we have got 12 embossing folders that are going to go below, guaranteed to go below £23.07. Hang on. That means they're going to be under £2 an embossing folder. That's where we're going to start, because at £54, that's what you should be paying for them, but we are getting them down to £23.07 at least, maybe £23.06, maybe £23.05, but it's going to go down to that price at least. That's what we're telling you. With avalanche nights like tonight, every auction is going lower and lower and lower and lower. Now, we've got a lot of these to go around, which I'm really pleased about. It gives you the chance right now, if you're wanting to use the phone to get in the auction, 01733 797 100, that will get you through to our operator. Get them to put you in the auction now, because you know you're going to be paying less than £23.07, whatever happens, OK? Get them to put you in the auction and sit back and watch that price fall. If you're on the website, hochanda.com, put it in your basket and check out. Now, we're going to plummet before we do any more. Before I show you the designs, we're plummeting straight away to that price I told you, £23.07. There we go. That's where we ended the last auction. That's where we're starting this one. And we'll show you the quantity straight away, because already we've got loads of you in knowing that you're going to be paying less than £23.07. We've only got 14 left. Let's have a look at those designs and those styles then. We're not showing you the patterns. We'll do a little quick scan across the front so you can see. You've got florals, you've got snowflakes, you've got little 4-leaf clovers, it looks like there as well, flourishes, damask backgrounds, frames in the centre with a floral surround, ferns with, again, another frame in the centre which you can put a sentiment on. There they are. You've got some bells as well. We're now down to 6 left. The bells could be festive. They could be weddings. We're down to 4. 22.78, and you've also got these up here as well. I don't know if we've got time to get to those or not before the stock goes completely. We're getting really busy, as you can tell. We 23.07, we promised to be lower than that. We're 22.78 at the moment. We have 3 left. You've got a bit of Christmas going on in there with the baubles as well. 12 embossing folders for 22.78. 1 left. All of you in, congratulations. That's the price we're going to at the moment, and it's gone. Last one's in at 22.78.
Price lock.
And which means the next auction is going to be going under £22.78 guaranteed. And don't forget, our star buy is on the way. We have our A3 papers. There's 2 in each set, and you've got a total of 60 sets. There's 30 sets, so there's 60 sheets. 60 sheets in total, 2 in each set, there's 30 sets. So potentially, you've got 120 A4 sheets if you cut them in half with a trimmer, if that's what you want to do with them, or keep them as A3 for your projects. Now remember, if you have anything in your basket, you've got to check out before the auction closes. If you don't, 1 or 2 things will happen. You'll either be charged a higher price if you manage to get one reserved, but the auction's over, so you're going to pay the higher price, or the stock will have gone. So if someone kind of, I don't know, their card doesn't go through or something like that, there may be one back in stock. If you then try and get it after the auction's closed, you'll be paying the higher price. That's the way it works. It's a bit like happy hour deals. They're only available during that particular period of time. Okay, now, what we've got for you next is from the brilliant Creative Expressions. These ones are brand new to us. We've had obviously Creative Expressions stamps on the show before, but we've not actually had these particular ones. They're brand new to us. Start price $45.51. Ha 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 ha. We laugh at that. Let's just take it straight down to where that last auction ended, to £22.78. You know it's going to go under £22.78 because it's an avalanche night. Here it comes. That's where we're going to start, OK? Should be $45.51, but because that last auction ended at $22.78, we are guaranteeing that this is going to go below $22.78. How much below? I don't know. But it's already half price, isn't it? Better, just over half price. OK, what have we got stamp-wise? Let's have a look and see what we've got here to play with. We've got a beautiful rose. Now, these are what I call almost like shadow stamps because they've got a large surface area. Rather than having an outline, which gives you a crisp shape, which you colour in, this is more of the block. So it gives you that wonderful shadow look to the rose and the leaves. You've got all of these pre-cut and mounted on foam. So these are perfect to go straight onto your platforms or your acrylic blocks. All the hard work of cutting them out has been done for you, OK? So you've got all of these here in this particular set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That reminds me a little bit of not Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, reminds me of that. Next, we've got the petals, which of course will allow you to make the most fantastic flower. So here they are, and they're different sizes. So again, you can layer them together. You can really be very artistic and very, very creative with these. You could use them in lots and lots of different ways. They could be feathers. They could be little spears. They could be lots and lots of different things. They could be, depending on the colour of inks that you use and that sort of thing and how you colour them in. But cutting those out and layering them up will make a fantastic flower, a floral head or a bud. $22.30. We are guaranteed that they are going to be that price or lower, OK? And then the last one, and they're going down. Here comes the plummet. Here we go. Let's get that plummet in. Let's get you on the phones and on the website for this. Less than £20, under 20 quid at £19.89 for all of these Heartfelt Creation stamps. Working out to £6.63 per set of stamps. Not per stamp, per set of stamps. And then the last stamps you've got here, this beautiful, this looks like it's like a leaf, isn't it? Like a leaf design, or it could be a tree. It's like a dotted leaf, or indeed a tree that's being looked at from a distance, almost like yeah, very, very kind of soft and beautiful. The detail in it is absolutely superb. It really is. If you wanted to put a fine line around the outside edge to make it more leaf-like, you could do that. But I think it could be a tree, it could be a leaf, no problem. And then you've got the little pot with the plants inside the pot as well. So basically that stamp there is that design there. Obviously the patterning on the front, or the printing on the front, is a different size to the actual stamp itself. Or is it? Or is it? Slightly, yeah. Slightly, yeah, the stamp is slightly bigger, very, very slightly bigger. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stamps for £19.89. You know what this means? The next auction is going to be under £19.89 if it goes no further, but I think it's still going to go down. How much by, I do not know. 14 sets left. 14 sets of stamps. You've got the silhouette, or the kind of blocks, 5 of those. You've got the outline stamps as well, which you can colour into with those petals and leaves. And you've got the leaf design, and you've got, of course, the flowers in the vase as well. It's even going lower. Robin's just taken it to 12. Thank you, Robin. £16.87 is where we're at now. Less than £17 for all 13 stamps. That's about £1, about £1.30 each, I think, roughly. £1.29, not bad. It's close. Surprised myself with that one. OK, the price is still going down, though. £1.29 per stamp, but it's still trickling down. 10 sets left from Heartfelt Creations. If you've got a collection of Heartfelt dies and stamps and that sort of thing, and pads, treat yourself to some stamps at a ridiculously affordable price. You're saving nearly £30 at the moment on Craft Price Drop tonight, just after 7:30. They're new to us, brand new today. The Bold Bella Rose is what that one's called. So all those different effects you can create with those. They'll work great on your stamping platforms. They'll work fantastically well on just basically your acrylic blocks. 7 left at £16.49. It's still going down. Our star buy is going to be less than £16.50, everybody. Wow. For all those A3 sheets. When's that coming up? Is it next? It's coming up soon. It's coming up within half an hour, that's for sure. 5 left at £16.49. The next 5 of you through to put them in your basket and check out, or if you're on the phones, if the operator's taking your order, they will put you into the basket and they will check out for you. We've just taken it to 3. Who's taken it to 3? Joan, you've taken it to 3, thank you. Every time you check out, you can see that counter click down 1. You're doing that. I'm not in control of the auction. Liam certainly isn't in control of the auction, my producer. You're in charge. You're in charge. Sue's taken it to 2. Thank you, Sue. You've just checked out. Was that on the phones? Was that online? I think it was all online. Yeah. Everyone's a Freedom member at the moment as well in this auction, I believe. 1 set left now of brand new Heartfelt Creations stamps. Who said I'm looking glittery? Sarah. Hello, Sarah. It's kind of occupational hazard in this job, you know what I mean? It's glitter everywhere. Am I really? Where is it? On my nose? On my chin? Is it all over my face? Glitter? Have I got glitter all over? Last one's gone. Suzanne, you got the last one. Thank you, Suzanne.
Price locked.
There he is, telling you that price is locked, well and truly. Everybody pays the final low price of £16.49. No one paid postage, I don't think, in that auction, which is jolly good to know. Now, remember, just to explain, we don't do this all the time. Tonight, we're doing my first avalanche auction, which basically means the price, the first item, is the highest price, and every auction afterwards will be lower than the one before. So, basically, that last auction finished at £16.49. So this next one is going to end below that. The star buy we've got coming up is going to be below £16.49. So you know from now on, nothing in this auction is going to be more expensive than £16.49. You pay no more than that. OK, now, next, to get Disney, anything Disney, for £16.49 is crazy price. 44 sheets of decoupage. 44 sheets of decoupage you can only make for your own pleasure and gifting to family and friends. You cannot buy this to sell it, OK? Disney will not let you do that. But they will let you make as many of these and gift them, or indeed give them to family or friends or whatever. 44 sheets of decoupage, and there's actually at least 2, sometimes even 3 images of decoupage on each sheet. And decoupage, just in case you're new to it, is where you put one layer on top of another to create a 3-dimensional image. That's what you do. So you've got this scene to start off with. You've got this picture frame, so you put Belle on top of that picture frame and then that part of Belle back onto it. With your 3D glue gel, you end up with a beautiful 3D image, or you can use your foam pads, of course, as well. There you've got the fantastic Beauty and the Beast tea party scene there with Mrs. Potts and Chip, and what was the candlestick called? I want to say Henri, but it's not. It's a French name, isn't it? Begins with C. I can't remember. Cannot remember. Here we've got traditional Donald and Mickey. There we are, look. Oh, there he is. Mickey at his best. Look at him. Isn't he gorgeous? Absolutely brilliant. So you haven't got necessarily 3 decoupage images on each sheet. Probably a lot of them have. Some of them have got 2, some of them have got 3, maybe some of them have got even more than that. But you've got 44 sheets. If I just flick through them, you do have to cut the decoupage out. Lumiere. Lumiere's the candlestick, yeah. Cogsworth was the cock, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. So Lumiere's the candlestick, that's right. Begins with C. There we go, look. So all these great images. Lion King, that's in there as well. Oh, bless. Pumbaa and Timon. Guaranteed it to be £16.49 or less. Less than £16.49. You've got classic Pooh and Tigger 2. All here, so hours and hours of fun. The school holidays have just started for lots of you, I know. So how brilliant is this going to be? If Mum or Dad cut them out and the kids stick them together, you've got Louie and Dewey and Donald and all of them, the whole gang are here. It's £13.76 for 44 sheets. You do have some that are repeaters. They're not all individual and different. You've got a few repeaters, which is good. So when you've done your favourite character, the chances are you've got a few more sheets with that favourite character still to enjoy. There we go. I love Pumbaa and Timon. It's so much fun. Dumbo's in here as well. We've got a bit of Captain Hook and Peter Pan. It's a lovely mix. Lady and the Tramp, Jungle Book as well. It's all in here. All for this price of £13.72. Why not decorate the kids' bedroom with decoupage? That would be great. Not just for card making. Decorate maybe the kid's toy box or the headboard on the bed or anything like that. Make them into mobiles. You can actually put the decoupage together and put little bits of cotton or embroidery thread or something on them, make mobiles out of them. 14 left. We're down to £12.98 for decoupage, Disney decoupage. Remember, you cannot make to sell. Disney will not let you do that, but you can make for personal gifts, and you can make, of course, for friends and that sort of thing as well. 12 sets, 44 sheets. I reckon you've got, if there's two, let's just be very conservative and say there's 2 images on each sheet. Most sheets have got 3, but if there's 2 on each sheet, you will then have 88 decoupage images. If there are 3 on each sheet, you'll then have 88, 132 different decoupage images. If that doesn't keep the kids happy and occupied for days, if not weeks, I don't know what will. And you've got decoupage for all the different ages of kids as well, haven't you? There's Goofy goes skiing, lovely images, and that can be a separate topper, and you can then use this decoupage completely separately, so you can actually get twice as much out of it, depending on how you use it. Disney and Friends, Mickey and Friends, Minnie's in there as well somewhere, Belle and the Beast, Dumbo. There's your Lion King as well. What was Lion King called? Simba? Yeah, Simba. £12.98. 1 set left. There's 1 set left at £12.98. Is it going to you? Are you going to check out? Is it going to be your name and address on the package that's going to have Disney delights inside it? I hope so. 1 left at £12.98. Joyce.
Price lock.
Joyce, you got the last one. Is it for yourself or maybe for your kids or grandkids or, I don't know, enjoy. Disney is on its way to you. And to everybody else that got in, you pay that price of £12.98. Now, that is the lowest we've been so far. And it's going to continue to go lower between now and 8 o'clock. Nothing will be more expensive than £12.38. Whatever you see, you know the price is going to be under £12.38 because it's an avalanche evening. Every auction, the next one is lower. And it keeps on going like that right the way until 8 o'clock tonight. Now, Star Buy time. This is our Star Buy. We promised you a Star Buy at the beginning of the show. And this is quite exceptional, actually, to get quality papers like this that have their own cellophane protection is unheard of, I would have thought. All A3. You've got 2 sheets of A3 in each of these cellophane wrappers. They are 180 GSM. I was right, 180 GSM. And you can take 1 sheet out, cut it in half, you've made A4, so you've potentially got 4 A4 sheets in each of these cellophane envelopes. I'd be tempted to keep these envelopes. I would not throw them away. Keep them because they're going to keep all of your papers pristine, dust-free, fingerprint-free. So that's how they come. And you've actually got a total of 30 of these. 30 different designs. I'll take the ones that we've taken out of the cellophane just to one side for a second, just so you can see all the different patterns that you've got. You've got patterns and you've also got texture. Now, look at these. We are busy already. Now, let me just hold these up for you. You know that we're going to go less than £12.98, and if you do cut them into 2, you will then have an incredible 120 A4 designer sheets of paper. Look at all the different patterns that you've got, all the different textures that you have here as well. That looks almost like a feathered paper, like a handmade feathered paper. You know the sort of thing I'm talking about. Guaranteed to be £12.98 or less. Look at that blue. Isn't that the most spectacular blue? It looks a little bit like crumpled fabric, but it's almost like a watermark print that's on here. I love this one. Look at this. This has actually got like feathers running through it, but it's a metallic feather. So you've got almost like a gold feather thread running through it. Isn't that beautiful? You see it picking the light? I know we've got the cellophane, which is probably a bit shiny, but it's actually like a gold feathered thread running through. Unbelievable. Here we've got, let's get some more from deeper down in the pile. Lovely lime greens, very fashionable at the moment. That actually looks a little bit like leather, don't you think? It looks like blue leather. The pattern that's on that, rather nice. This looks a little bit like fabric. This looks like a linen, like a linen print. So as backgrounds for matting and layering, really interesting textured prints that's on here. I can't believe every single one of these perspex or plastic envelopes is protecting 2 A3 sheets inside. You'd pay probably more than what we're going to charge you for all of this just for the cellophane envelopes. You really would. And if you wanted to use them for A4, you could do as well as A3, no problem there at all. They are reusable and resealable. You've got, look, there we are, look, a little sticky flap at the back there. So you could easily take a sheet out and then reseal that. keeps the mucky paws of the cat off it, keeps your fingers off it, keeps dust off it. We're going lower, 11.49, this star buy, and here comes the quantity. We are very busy. Loads of you have got these in your basket. We've got good quantities of this, which is why it was selected as a star buy, and we knew the price that we could take it down to, or certainly the direction we could take it down to. Down to 34. Straight down to 34 remaining at 11.49. You've got, remember, 60 A3 sheets, or cut down 120 A4 sheets for £11.49. That is less than 10 pence per A4, less than 20 pence per A3 sheet. That's the size we're talking about. So when you're doing things like scrapbooking or bigger projects, you know, you can't easily turn an A4 into an A3, but you can easily turn an A3 into an A4 just by cutting it in half or folding it in half if you wanted to. All of these come with their own protective cellophane sleeves. They are going very, very fast now. We're down to the 20s, we're down to the teens. 4 of you checked out in that last second. We're down to 17 now. Please, if you'd like to go for it, pop it in your basket and check out. 11.41 is where we're at now. Down to 11.37. If they're not in your basket and checked out now, you're running the risk of missing out because we're going quickly. The stock is going fast. If you've done it on the phone, the operators put you in the auction. Don't worry about that. You can sit pretty knowing that you're going to be paying the final low price. And hopefully no P&P either. Freedom members don't pay P&P. There's loads of you there. Hello to all of you that have just scrolled along the bottom of the screen there. I didn't see any Freedom members. Didn't see any non-Freedom members. All of you were Freedom members, I think. But there may be a couple of people that have to pay the P&P here because there's lots of you thinking, oh, I could do with that. I want that. I want to build up my paper stack or whatever. 10 left at 11.37. Hello to, here comes some members. Christine in West Byfleet. Hello, Christine. We've got Julie in Gateshead as well. She's a Freedom member. So is our next. Patricia in Preston's a Freedom member. So is Moira in Kilmarnock. You're all Freedom members. Getting this in your basket, checking out. You're paying 11.37 at the moment delivered. 11.33 now delivered for basically 60 sheets of A3. 30 sets. 2 sheets in each set. Just to prove a point, I'll open one up for you while I can still do it. We've got 5 remaining. You've got the cellophane, you've got the sticky flap on the back, remember, which is resealable. And inside you've got gorgeous 180 GSM paper that is true designer inspired. And it's double-sided. You haven't got a white back to it either. Front and back, exactly the same print on both. I was wondering that. And when you only want one, what normally happens is you leave it out, it just gets tattered, torn, people, you know, tread on it accidentally like the cat or the dog or whatever. No, you've got all of those cellophane wrappers to keep your cardstock or your paper in pristine condition. And once that's all been used up, use it in storage. Why not? It's gone.
Price lock.
We think Susan, I think it was Susan that got the last one. Anyway, whoever it was, congratulations. 11.33 is what you've all paid for our star buy, and we had dozens and dozens of those. I bet everybody's really chuffed with that. Excellent. Now we're down to 11.33. That was our last price. Avalanche show means every single price, every single auction, the next one is going to be lower. So you know that this is going to be guaranteed under 11.33. Wherever it goes, it's going to be less than 11.33, so you can ignore that 22.96. That's what you should be paying. So you know that it's going to be better than half price. Get it in your basket and check out now. That reserves your place in the auction. And what have we got? We've got Spectrum Noir colouring sets. Not pens, but we've got things you can colour with your pens or with your Spectrum Aquas or whatever you choose to use. And Crafter's Companion are fantastic at doing these. This pad, by the way, is a premium watercolour pad, and it's just printed in grey and white. Well, it's almost like a sepia, but I think it's more grey. And it's beautiful. You've got all these images which you could, of course, use your pens or your paintbrushes on, or your Spectrum Aqua pencils. Use them in whichever way you wish. You've got all of this beautiful watercolour card which can come straight out of the pad and can go straight into a picture frame if you wanted to do that. And you've got a total of 16 pages in this particular book. As well as that, you've then got here your fantastic foiled, 16 pages of foiled cardstock here as well. You've actually got not only a foiling, but you've also got like an embossed resist. So if you are putting watercolours over the top of it, creating a lovely wash background, that will resist the colour, as well, of course, the foiling as well. It's gorgeous. You've got it in silver, you've got it in gold, you've got You Are Amazing words, and as well as wonderful butterfly images. There you've got the kind of like the coffee cup rings sort of design, which is very popular. You and me, with, again, hearts that have been foiled. That just says thank you in a resist. So you get that. And you've also got, of course, these little tags. Now, these are adorable. They really are sweet. You get 50 watercolour topper stacks in there as well. And then as well as that, you've then got your watercolour card blanks, and you've also got your watercolour card blank envelopes. They are the perfect size, obviously, to go inside there. And they're double-sided, so they're actually folded cards which you can paint, put your work of art, or put your top, or whatever you've used, whatever you've coloured in, that can go straight on the top of that card and can then go straight into the envelope as well. So £22.96 should be the price. What was our last price, remind me? £11.33 was where it went. OK, so that's where we're going to go. That's where we're going to start this auction at £11.33 as part of our Avalanche evening. But we can do better than that. We are going to charge you less than £11.33. So we're going to take it to £11.32. No, we're not. We wouldn't be that cruel. £11.31. We're going to 9, are we? Wow, under a tenner, £9.98 for all of this from Spectrum Noir and Crafter's Companion. So saving you over £13, or nearly £13, 2p away. Not bad, eh? And the idea is that these wonderful images here that you can obviously take out of the pad, they're all bound in the pad, but they come away really, really easily. They, when you've coloured them, are the perfect size to go onto your card blank, just like that. So that can then be written in, and then that can go in the envelope. So you've actually got complete one-off cards that you can make and colour however you wish. The tags for presents that maybe go with it, they're included too. And they're also, from what I know, these are also pre-printed. I'm pretty sure they are. I won't actually open that, but I'm pretty sure they're pre-printed with something. And also you've got, of course, those images and those scenes that are printed. There's no foiling on that, but you've got a little look on the back of all of the designs and all of the pictures that are inside the pad when you flip it over. OK, £9.74, less than a tenner, and that's a delivered price. If you're in the Freedom Club, you don't pay £4.95 postage, which actually would be kind of half the cost of the pads, wouldn't it? So you don't want to do that. £9.74 delivered Freedom members, it's down to £9.72, and there's 27 left. Now, how many envelopes and cards are there? Let's have a little count of the card stock that we've got here. There's too many to count, but there's loads. There's loads here, absolutely loads. And the envelopes as well. Does it say how many envelopes? Because that'll be how many cards? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's at least 20. At least 20, possibly even more, maybe 22. So there's a lot there. A lot of card blanks, a lot of envelopes, and then you've, of course, got the pads as well to enjoy colouring in. £9.70. £9.68 even. 21 remain. 283102, that's your item number. Remember, if you want them, you've got to put them in your basket, and you do have to check out. If you don't check out, they're not in your basket, OK? You're not in the auction. Checking out confirms your place in the auction. Sue's here. Sue Wilson's here with a one-day special in a couple of minutes at 8 o'clock. Looking forward to seeing Sue again. I haven't worked with her for a long time. £9.64. How low can we go? But remember, if there's any other auctions in the show, we're going to be under £9.64. There's going to be one more. There must be. Yeah, there will be. 15 left. Look, you can use your pens, you can use your pencils, you can use your brushes. However you choose to colour them with your watercolours, it's entirely up to you. But Spectrum Noir always comes up trumps. I love the fact that on a lot of these, you can obviously be very detailed. I mean, if you look at that watermark that's on there, for example, it's like an embossing. That you can colour in, but also, of course, it's going to resist any of the paint that you put over the top of it. And that's got that lovely script which you can see. Again, there's the embossing look. So it's like a hallmark. Again, you paint over it. Where that script is, it will repel the paint, as it will with, of course, those circles, those coffee cup marks. There you've got, what does that say? You and me. That will resist. And then you've got your gold and your silver foil, a little blue tip there. Really cute. I think that's a picture of a rose on there, possibly. There we are, look, flowers. Yeah. It's a little bit like a magic trick, isn't it? Thank you. With a few little foiled stars and dots and things like that there. We've got 7 left. Lots of you already in, thinking to yourself, got a bargain, I'm happy, under a tenner. and I'm in the Freedom Club. I don't pay P&P. I'm happy. 964, 6 chances to get in the auction. 6 spaces now. 6 sets of these, and then we're moving on to what I think will be our final auction of the night. And remember, Matt is here in the morning, bright and early tomorrow at 7 a.m. with our next live craft price drop. Everyone in this auction is a Freedom member, I've just been told at the moment, which is great news. 3 chances to get in. 964, saving you best part of £13 off the price. Our last auction is going to go less than 964. That's where we are at the moment. Last one. Who's going to get the last set of those fantastic pads from Spectrum Wire? Fingers crossed it's you. 1 set to go, and it's gone. Last auction coming up.
Price locked.
There we go, confirmed, locked at £9.64p. Not many people, if any, paid the postage. OK, now Mill Shop Online. Love Mill Shop Online. We're going to end our hour with fabrics. And you know what? You know that this fabric from Mill Shop Online is going to be under £9.64. Amazing. Guaranteed to be under £9.64. Look, starting price, £29.99. Let's take it down to that price now, because you know it's going to be under that, so let's not dangle a carrot. Let's put that price right down to £9.64p. But will it go lower? I think it might. What have we got? We've got a combination of fabric, felt, and also tape and ribbon. Now, you've got these squares of felt, black, mustard, cream, that fawn. We're going to get the quantity in for you. This is our last auction of the night. You've got a lovely purple. You've then got a mauve, a fawn colour. We had 20 of them. We now only got 18 of them. I haven't shown you the best bit yet. Look at this. Look at the size of this. This fabric is gorgeous. You've got that vintage font, that vintage alphabet. You've also got, this has been a very popular fabric that the Mill Shop Online have done before. You've got the old-fashioned advertising. You've also then got, as you can see here, all of these are to do with haberdashery and that sort of thing. And it's all the old seals. But it's got that historical character about it. 3 of those sheets of fabric. You've also got your ribbon that's in the design of a tape measure. You've got brown ribbon, you've got grey ribbon, of course, here as well. The tape measure ribbon, I think, is really cool. All these squares of felt fabric, and you've also got your cotton there as well, that kind of antique linen. 7 left. 944. That's where we're at the moment. How much lower can we go? The next 3 of you will be lucky. £9.36 for all this fabric. What are you going to be doing with it? What are you going to be making with it? 1 left. No, it's not. It's gone. £9.36. £9.36. It's completely gone. Is that our last auction? That's it. That is it. That's it for the night. Now, remember, tomorrow there'll be 3 more craft price drops. There's one at 7 a.m. There's another one online only at 11 a.m, and that's craftpricedrop.com. And there's another live one tomorrow night, which I'll be doing with you at 7 p.m. So every day we have Craft Price Drop 3 times. So we did the Avalanche tonight, for the first time I've done it anyway. We might do it again. You never know, tomorrow. Everyone seems to have enjoyed it, and you always know where that next price is going to go, at least, if not better. So quite exciting, quite a nice twist to it. Now, if you do want to take part, remember, tomorrow or on any Craft Price Drop show, or buy anything from Hochanda, there's one thing, please, I really urge you to do, and that is to become a member of the Freedom Club, to join the Freedom Club. If you're not in, you pay postage. No one on a standard show wants to pay P&P when it's £2.95 or £3.95. So why would you want to pay £4.95 on Craft Price Drop? You don't want to do it. So join today. It's 88888. That's your item number. It's £6.97 to join. That's all you get charged for the whole month's membership, and you get unlimited standard delivery no matter how many things you buy. You get exclusive members discounts, members badge, and also monthly newsletter, of course, as well. All included for under £7. Now, if you're a European viewer or an American viewer, we have, of course, Freedom for the USA and Freedom for Europe. Have we got the details that we can put up for that? We'll put that up on the screen for you in a second. So if you do fancy joining Freedom and you're a European customer, then you can buy membership in euros. And that will mean then you don't have to worry about postage to any of the European cities that we can show you in just a second. And the USA one, let's show you the USA one. If you're in the USA, it's $19.99. And again, that will include free or standard delivery included in your membership, no matter where you are in the USA, no matter what state you're watching us in. We get more and more people from the USA watching and buying. Here's the European one. Here it comes. So if you're in Europe, it's €14.97 for a month's membership, and that covers any of the countries you can see listed there, from Austria right the way through to Switzerland. And then, just by giving us that, we'll then ship anything that you buy from us to your address in Europe without any more charges for postage whatsoever. So it makes sense to become a Freedom member. And of course, don't forget, whenever you take part in Freedom, Craft Price Drop, you should check out your baskets, because if you don't, you're not in the auction. Simple as that. Right, coming up next then, we've got the lovely Sue Wilson. She's over there getting ready. Hi. I'll be over there with Sue. We've got one day special, but what looks like almost two one-day specials. Two great sets of brand new dies from Sue. Looking forward to that. And don't forget, Craft Price Drop back tomorrow, 7 a.m. See you. So yes, there she is, Sue Wilson's festive one-day special on the way in a second. Then it's Mixed Media with Crafter's Companion the hour after that, followed by another show of Sue Wilson's, a repeat show of the festive one-day special. All coming up in the next couple of minutes.
Hi, I'm Dawn Bibby. I have been crafting now on television for over 25 years. I love crafting. Paper crafting is one of my greatest loves, although my background is textiles and fashion. I love to bring you the very best products and inspire you with what I do, hopefully that you'll be crafting at home. Joining forces with Craft Buddy has opened up a whole warehouse and a wealth of products that are fantastic. So I use the knowledge that I have to get the very best products for you by working with Craft Buddy to source new products, to design new products, and also walk around their fabulous warehouse putting together kits that are really going to help you with your crafting. Make sure you don't miss myself and the Craft Buddy shows on Hochanda.
These fantastic extra strong permanent glue tape pens are a massive 22 metres in length. This amazing value 3-pack of glue pens are super strong, double-sided and are suitable for use on all types of paper, card and are even strong enough to make boxes. To take advantage of this great deal, go to hochanda.com.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Hello, good evening. Welcome back to Hochanda. It's our last live hour of the day, of course, and it's historically our one-day special slot, and it is indeed a very popular one. Look who's back.
Hi,
hello,
Dave.
how are you?
It's been ages.
It's been ages, absolutely. Lovely Sue
Yeah,
Wilson.
lovely tan.
Thank you very much. And you've just come back from a cruise.
I did,
You're
yes. Had a
rested and relaxed.
great time.
Excellent.
Must admit. Looking forward to this, though.
Well, the lovely Sue has done a fantastic design job on this collection. One-day special. This is the second part of your collection
Yes,
for this year.
yes.
Yeah?
The second part of the entire Christmas release. We've broken it down into smaller little sections, and they just work really well together. So,
well, already a third of the stock went in the launch show. A third in one show. And when you look at them, no surprises. It's great to have you with us, because very often we're selling your dies and you're not here.
I know, I get to watch that. It's really interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now you're here, you can tell us all about the designs. You designed every one of them. By the way, you're also getting not just the one-day special, you're actually getting the Merry and Bright die, which is just here, as a free bonus. And you're saving about £22 off the price as well. Talk us through what was in here.
Okay, we'll start up with this guy here. This is the Build a Snowman set, and I said at the launch show, I have been dying to do a snowman for ages, and I finally got it done. And I love the fact that there's so many different things in there. There's a hat, a top hat, there's mittens, there's a sign, there's a shovel, light post, scarf.
So no two snowmen should be the same?
Nothing, yes. I mean, you can make, in fact, hang on, let me find it. Here, Beverly from America did one where she used it, made a snowman and a snowwoman.
Oh, wow.
How funny is that?
I love it.
Yeah.
Mr.
So
and Mrs.
all sorts of stuff you can do with it. Isn't that cute?
Superb. I love that.
Yeah.
So that's the first part.
Yep.
You've obviously got your freebie Merry and Bright, which is
Yes.
that one there. Next to it, just here, we've got have our
Holly Jolly Christmas. Now that goes really well with your snowman.
Absolutely.
At least that's in my mind. They kind of go together.
Yeah.
But there's other things you can use in there with the snowman too. So it works really well with that. But it looks beautiful inside of that frame with it, I think.
Absolutely. Made to measure. Absolutely made to measure. Have a Holly Jolly Christmas.
Kind of planned it.
That.
So down there we have the, that's the 'Twas the Night frame.
Yeah.
And we're going to be using that in the first demonstration coming up.
Excellent.
So show you some fun things you can do with that. And each of the frames has a sentiment inside of it that goes with it, but you can mix and match other sentiments from the set.
That one been made into a beautiful shaker card, as you can see there, which is fantastic.
It's nice because you can do a really quick card with them if you want, or you can, cut them apart and do more detailed things and really have a great play with them.
Then next to it there, we've then got...
We have the snowball frame. Now that I designed to go with the snowman specifically, I designed it so I'd have something really pretty to frame the snowman. But as you can see, I've used it for all sorts of other things. Because I found the minute I started playing with it, I thought, oh, this is going to look good with this and this and this. So
it works landscape and portrait beautifully well.
Exactly.
And you've then got warm winter wishes inside the frame.
I couldn't leave it empty, so I had to throw in some sentiments. So there's some that go specifically like the You Make My Heart Melt goes with your snowman. And I think they all work really well with the snowman, but they work with other things too. So they're kind of general, really nice to use at Christmas. Yes,
and then
really
next
happy.
to that, we've then got Believe in the Magic.
The Believe in the Magic, which we used on the launch show. And this is a lovely frame. It's got the sentiment in it. You can cut it into little bits and use sections of it, as I did in the first demonstration.
Like that one there as well.
Yes, exactly. And it works really well for things like that. So,
because what I love about what you do is that there's always more than one way of using a die.
That's in my head, at least. That's kind of my goal, is to try and think, okay, what else can I do with it? And if I change it or make this, I kind of look at it, I approach it from that way.
And these verses are included too?
Exactly. So you get the three, what we call mini expressions that go with it. And I think they work really well with the frames and whatnot. You've got the Let It Snow, which will work with your, From Our House to Yours, and the From Me to You that work with the kind of the 'Twas the Night frame. You've got the Ho 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 that works well with the Believe in the Magic frame. There's just so many different things.
Well, just looking at some of the finished cards, this will give you some idea as to the potential. When you've got Sue Wilson dies, there's just so much potential. And record all the shows, record all the demonstrations, record all the inspiration that she's going to be giving us throughout the night and also throughout the day tomorrow, because it's just beautiful stuff. It really is.
Can you go one more?
Yeah, absolutely.
And there you can see how the snowball frame has been made to go around that last one, but bigger.
Yeah.
So you can make
Extend
it, yeah, much bigger size. So it works out really well.
Well, another lovely thing about it is you've got it on FlexiBuy as well, so you can actually spread the cost if you want to into two flexible payments. All you pay today is $24.97. No P&P if you're a Freedom member, you don't pay any postage, and then $24.97 of course in 4 weeks time. So that then instantly opens you a Freedom order, or a flexi order should I say. So that then allows you, if you want to add anything else into your order, into that same order, and then spread the cost over those two payments. So if you want to go for the one-day special, plus of course you're getting that discount of £22 including the Merry and Bright die for £6.99. 33 dies in total. That is 364605. That's your item number. And something else that's been very, very busy as well is this, which is our poinsettia garland. Now, you're getting 4 dies in this one. It's like you've got the positive and the negative as well, because you've got the big block die, and also you've got, of course, the outline die on the left-hand side. Plus, you've then got, of course, these beautiful sprigs that you can see on the top right-hand side as well. A quarter of the stock of this is gone. I can't believe this price. Only $11.99 for those. 045283, your item number. And we've also got the holly leaves as well. Now, the holly leaves you've got there, also you get the berries as well, and that is $9.99 for that. Really versatile. 366705 is your item number for those. Now, we have almost got like another one-day special, haven't we?
do, yes, because I couldn't just bring you one. No. I mean, that would be wrong.
Well, we're only allowed one, but basically this is like another one-day special where you've got a collection of dies and you've got a reduction, of course, and you also get another bonus die as well. With the Comfort and Joy is your free one this time.
It is.
Which is just up here. So that is what you're getting. Oh no, hang on.
That's it.
Is that? That's it. Yeah, Tidings of Comfort and Joy. That's the free one. And then all the other dies that you're getting. Let's have a little run through here. So
we've got the Frosty Snowflake corner in the center, which is a really versatile corner. You can make it into a full frame. You can use it opposites, around things. It's really lovely. It's one of my absolute favorites.
Beautiful.
The Robin die, which is we used in the first hour, the launch hour. Really lovely. In fact, I had to kind of rush through that one, but you can see the card and it's really pretty. I think this is one of my kind of go-to things, and you can use this year-round, so it makes it really versatile. And then down on the bottom here, we have the star wreath, and we will be using that on the second demonstration. And it's got the square wreath and then the center round wreath in there as well.
Let me just show you this picture. I saw this, I was watching the show that you and Matt did earlier on. I absolutely adore this.
See, Matt was really taken with that card too.
Yeah. It's not just Christmas. I mean, that could be firework night.
All
it could
sorts
be
of
any
things.
celebration.
Yeah, you could put a happy birthday on the bottom of that and be great.
So you've got the same in the square as well. So really, really good dice to have those.
Thank you.
That's the starry one.
And the center, I have the snowfall background, not to be confused with the snow ball frame. A little confusing, but that's a lovely one, and I think we'll be using that one tomorrow. And on the far side of that is the Season's Greetings, which I did use in the first one. Isn't that lovely? I love that card. I just think that is such a cute card.
Whimsical, but very, very cute. Absolutely. So there's that one, and then you've got the Season's
we
Greetings.
have the large Season's Greetings, which is like a full-size sentiment, and then I have two of the what we call mini expressions. So I've got the Warmest Wishes and the Let It Snow, which will work really well with just about any of this, as well as the Snowman, some of the others. So if you'd like to go for both bundles, you got it covered.
And the Let It Snow's got a little bit of drop shadow on, which always looks fantastic. And there's your Warm Wishes as well.
Yes, that actually comes out of the snowball frame.
Right.
But the Warm Wishes is part of this set.
Excellent. So that's almost like another one-day special. Similar value. You get a £15 discount, and it's also on FlexiBuy as well. So it's $23.98 if you want FlexiBuy today, opening a Flexi order. $47.95 if you want to pay in full, and of course no P&P if you're a Freedom member. So that is giving you a Comfort and Joy die worth $6.99 included, but your total saving is £15. 746664 is your item number. Now the website, take a little look at hochanda.com, because obviously you'll see all the dies. Some of them are available separately, some of them have already gone individually, but we've got lots of other fantastic Creative Expressions goodies and Cosmic Shimmer goodies there. We've got the crystal tints, the pick and mix, we've got the holographic glitter bits as well. That's on the pick and mix. That was busy earlier on. So they're all there if you want to have a little look. 116481. 548990. So the Cosmic Shimmer Glitter Bits Pick and Mix is 116481. We've got the oxides there as well. We've got Creative Expressions cardstock. There's the pick and mix, the glitter bits pick and mix. Sorry, it's not easy to say that. Glitter bits pick and mix. There we are. Take a little look. You can choose any three of those for just $11.99. So basically about £4 a pot. Right then, Sue, over to you.
I tell you, this has been one of those days. I have looked right at everything in front of me and have not been able to find it. Yes, there's my embossing folder.
We all have them though, don't we, from time to time.
So funny. This is the card we'll be baking today.
Right.
The first demonstration. Let me get it level. There we go. So we're going to be using the 'Twas the Night frame and a little bit of embossing, and we're going to kind of do like a faux paper piecing sort of thing with it.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to start with a background, and I'll just give you a quick measurement if I can.
It's really nice that you've done scenes. You don't do scenes that often, do you?
I don't that often, but you know, every once in a while, it's kind of fun. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There's always a certain kind of card I like to do, and you'll see those a lot. But I think, you know, I need to kind of branch out and show other things too, because not everybody likes the same thing. I mean, my favorite card is probably, you know, I mean, you guys both like that circle one, which I didn't think would appeal to anybody. Isn't that funny? I know. I can never guess. So anyway, 7 1/4 inches by 5 5/8.
Yep.
That's going to be the starting point, and this is a piece of milk card, and we are going to use the Sparkle Flakes embossing folder. Now, I will explain the difference between these once I get it open. Where's the end? There we go. The smaller folders require a different sandwich in the platinum than the 8x8s or the larger folders, okay?
Yep.
So we're going to pop this one in here and just sort of center it. I don't want that one.
So presumably, if it requires a different sandwich in the platinum, it will require a different sandwich in
Probably,
the machines.
yes. I know on our website, on the Creative Expressions website, they do list the sandwiches for different machines. I've never used any other machine but this.
Right.
Or the Spellbender's machine, so I don't know them off the top of my head, but you can
will
go
work
and
on the
refer
machines,
to it,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So because it's a smaller folder, what you want to do is pop a tan mat on it. It can be the one that's smaller or the larger one. I just happen to find this one first. And the white adapter plate. Now this is our Creative Expressions white adapter plate. It's thinner than the raspberry plate.
Okay.
So you can put the two of these together and you get the right thickness. Now if you've only got the raspberry plate at home, you would probably just forego the tan mat and shim it with cardstock because it is thicker.
Right.
There are ways around it if you don't have it, but this is generally the sandwich for this. So I'm just going to pop this through one time. Excuse me.
Now, by the way, with the Creative Expressions embossing folders, you're going to get Sparkle Flakes, the Nordic tiles, and also the falling snow. Okay, you get all of those, and they're on an introductory price as well.
So these two are 8x8, so they're going to require the raspberry plate,
Right.
whereas this is the 5.5 by 7.
Beg your pardon, not introductory price, freedom price. £17.9, that's the freedom price delivered. Otherwise, it's £18.99, 325,253 for all three of them. Lovely.
Okay, so now it's got this really nice little pattern down both sides, so it gives you a really lovely area for your focal element. So what I want to do is bring in a little bit of gilding polish, and this is the Enchanted Gold. Pop that sideways. I'm just going to pick up a little bit on the edge here. Just keep it really light, and I'm just going to kind of go over the top of these little, what we call sparkle flakes.
It's like a tone on tone.
It is,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you what I love about this color. If you do this on milk or white, you get the gold look, but it's really subtle.
Right.
If you do it on black, it looks like metal. It's really pretty. But I love the fact that it just picks up a little bit of the light on the edge. So as somebody's holding it, it's not kind of in your face, but it's a very subtle way to bring your eye to the design there. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit on there. And the other thing, I did want to make a mention of this. Hold on, I've lost it. There it is. When you're using any of your gilding polishes, our gilding polish is all gilding polish, not wax polish, is water-based. You want to take...
No smell.
No smell at all. But what you want to do is just give it a light spritz with water every time you open it and use it and put it away. And that will keep it from evaporating.
Now, just to show you, this is what you get with it if you buy the actual the gilding polish. Okay, so you get the polish itself with, of course, the sponge applicator in the top. Then you've also got the gold and silver pens as well. Okay, so you get the Sakura pen, the medium gold and silver there, with, of course, the actual gilding polish included too. So the three things come together for £13.99. Okay, £13.99 gets you all three. Rather good. Excellent.
Okay, so next what I want to do is I just want to add a little bit of shimmer to the edge. So I'm going to bring in my Cosmic Shimmer Dries Clear Glue. Now I've put this into the woodware, the little applicator bottles, but it is Cosmic Shimmer glue, and I'm just going to run a bead down the edge here.
Now have actually got the woodware accessory kit on the show as well. That's always there, and you get two of those little bottles which you can put your Cosmic Shimmer glue in.
I think it's 3.
Is it 3?
I think it's 3. Okay. Double check me.
Okay.
I think it's 3.
We'll get a picture of it for you.
In my head, it's 3.
Isn't it?
Is it 2?
The woodware accessory kit. It's got the bottles in it. It's not on the show, but it will be on the website.
All right. I could be wrong, but I thought it was 3 in there. Anyway, so I'm just going to put a little bit of ice snow on that. Okay, tap that off. So now, when that dries, you will have this. And I'll let you show that while I put this away.
Now look at that. If I just angle that in with the camera, can you see just how effective the polish is? Isn't that beautiful?
Just gives it a nice little shimmer to it, I think.
Yeah, it just kind of comes to life as the light hits it. And then the little bit of glitter on the edges there finishes off a tree. Nice.
Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that onto my backing piece. And I've just added a little bit of cushion here. Raise it up. And done my paper piercing around the edge, and I've just gone with a black mat to kind of tie it all in. I've got a little black mat around this one too. And my sentiment at the end will be in black. Okay, so I've got that. So the next thing I want to show you is I wanted to create a backing piece, okay, using the actual die has got the cutting edge on it, and then there's what I call a shadow frame that comes with it, okay? So it'll be this one. It'll be a little bit larger than your thing. So I've cut the backing shadow out of the cream card. Now what I wanted to do was cut this out so that the middle was open and I could raise it up and put my sentiment in. So what I've done is I've taken the black one, I've popped it down, and I've just drawn around it with a pencil just to draw the inside shape, because I'm going to just want to cut this out, okay? So pop your thing in the middle, and rather than cutting it exactly even, if you go on the inside of the line and just sort of do this, you're going to put the frame over it, so it's probably going to show anyway. You want it to be tight with that. So I'm just going to do it really quick. So I've got one done, but
well, bearing in mind also the kids have a lot of the kids have broken up this week. You know, if you're thinking about maybe making Christmas cards as part of the summer holiday activities, these dies are going to be an absolute godsend, because they are, a lot of them are like building scenes. You've got Father Christmas's feet sticking out of the chimney there, or the hearth, and it's really cool. So now I can just lay this in place, and if there's anything that needs to be gone back over and trimmed, I can do that before I glue it down. Like I've got a little bit along here that I would trim out, okay? But you know, so basically that's what I want, is that center area cut out, raised up a little bit. Lovely. So what we're going to do is build up this scene with different colors, okay? Now I've cut it in kind of a camely tan color. I've got a green, and I've got a Christmas red, and then what I've called a brick red on this one. So we're going to just take bits and pieces of each of those, and I think I'll start with the green. So what I want is this holly area around here and the tree. So we're just going to nip it away. So would you call that paper piecing to a certain extent? I kind of do. It's kind of like a sort of cheating paper piecing. It's not actually putting it into the die cut as it was. Now, the thing that you can do with this, I can cut this out and cut the wreath out and then go back, but it gives you a little more dimension if you can line it up nice and straight. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it like this. So I'm going to use a bit of glue on it, and we're just going to pop it over the black. Any of this coloured cardstock you need, of course, we have got pick and mix, haven't we, for Creative Expressions cardstock on the website. So if you're wanting some green and some red and some craft card colour to go with these dies, add them into your flexi order. There we are, look, so you can choose any 5 colours, 10 sheets in each for £11.69. So pick and mix your colours. It's always nice having the right colour at your fingertips, isn't it? Okay, so now I'm going to pop this over, and I've actually got one of the presents down here in green, but I'm going to go over that one. So I'm going to line it up. They've all been cut out of the same die, so they should line up well, in theory. Okay, so now I've got that one here. So the next thing I want to do is let's add the chimney. Right. Back to my scissors. There they are. So what I want to do is I'm just going to take the whole chimney out, trim around this part here. There we go. In fact, I'm just going to lop that off. Do you ever do crafting on your cruises? You know, there wasn't even any arts and crafts on this one. I was really surprised, but usually there is. I did meet a lovely crafter, but yeah, hi Carol. I know some cruise lines do have like. But they do. In fact, one of my dear friends actually does that on one of the cruise lines. So, they didn't have anything on this. So no, I had absolutely no crafts. But I have to admit, I'm a real. I'm kind of a quiz nut. Not very good at it, but I love it. So that I kept good and busy doing that. So okay, so now what I can do is pop this into place, and I've just left the Santa boots and the fire part black. But I'm going to pop this on. Oop, oop, oop. We're just going to keep layering up different colors. Is this modelled on your house at Christmas time? Kind of, sort of, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'd say we probably have a little bigger of a tree, but yeah, I do love my large Christmas tree. I have to admit, I'm kind of a Christmas buff. It's always been my favorite
dye release to do is Christmas too. So I really like Christmas.
Let me just let you know about the poinsettias, by the way, another classic Christmas image. We've got them just here. Here we are. Now, they are, I can't believe they're this price. They're so ridiculously priced. Approaching a third of the stock's gone, only $11.99. But look at the size of them. And look at the detail in them as well. And is it designed then, Sue, for that to go over the top of that one? Is that the way it
yes.
works?
Yeah, over or under,
right.
Either one.
Okay.
Yes, I've done a few both directions. So
they're exactly the same shape and size as each other. So that's really cool. And then we've also got the holly. Excuse my voice tonight. There's the holly and the berries. So there's that, and this is again really, really versatile. So you've got here a total of 5 dies for £9.99. So it's only working out to £2 a die, which is crazy. Yeah, go for both of those if you can. Do put them in your flexi order with the one-day special.
And I'm just going to add a little bit of ink to the bottom of this. I just want to make this part a tiny bit darker. So rather than coloring the whole thing or cutting another one, you can just add a little bit of shading. And I'm using some vintage photo Distress Oxide ink on that. I'm going to do the very bottom, and I've decided to do it before I cut it off because it'd be easier to hold. So right around the edge here, just to give it a tiny bit more of a contrast.
By the way, these smoothies that Sue's using as well, you'll have a chance to get those when you talk to the operator or when you check out your order on the website. They come up as an option if you want to add them to your order, and they're only about
they are lovely, absolutely lovely to use. In fact, it makes me wonder what we did without them. Yeah. So I'm going to add this one right here, add a little bit on here, and that one up on the top part. This clock is really cute too. It's like one of those mantle clock pieces. Pop that on, get that on there, straightish.
And by the way, we had a lot of people ordering from the USA in our earlier show as well. Lots of you did. So if you're watching us in America, or wherever you're watching us, across Europe as well, great to have you with us. You can order, you can buy, you can become Freedom members as well if you don't want to worry about postage in America and also in the Europe as well. Hello to Cynthia, who's in... So Cynthia's in Kidderminster? Oh, they're coming down. All right, here we are. Muriel from Bristol, Beryl from Nuneaton, they're all coming through at the moment. Jill from Ringwood, hello Jill. Karen from St Helens, you're all through, going for items that are in the show today, not just the one-day special, but other things as well. So thank you for tuning in. And especially if you're watching us abroad as well, thank you for finding us and thank you for ordering from us as well. We'll get it to your door as quickly as we can.
I was absolutely amazed. I didn't even know that you shipped to America. I was really surprised. I just heard that. I was so, I was pleasantly surprised.
And if you're watching the end of the craft price drop I did recently, a few minutes ago, you'll have seen all the details of how to become a Freedom member. If you missed it, just go to the website, hochanda.com, and it shows you about a USA member and also a European member.
Very cool. Okay, so I've got the presents now, and I've cut out the little wreath at the top here. So what we're going to do is go ahead and add them on. Come on, glue. There we go. Put a little bit, and I'm just going to put a little bit over this one. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm probably going to have to do is cut that because it's a little taller.
It's fun to do this, though, because you know everything is going to fit.
And you know what's really nice? Sometimes people aren't really sure about coloring. And so this is kind of a cheater way to get through it, but it really is lovely to do. Pop that on there to my little wreath here. And the wreath is kind of fun because it's got a really pretty little bow on it. So I'll show you that in a second, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on. So you get the kind of the tan part coming through first. And let me see if I can get that lined up. And since I've got it over that green one, it's got a tiny bit of dimension. Now you do see a little bit of that glue coming through, but it will dry perfectly clear, so don't panic about that. Now, I did this earlier so it would dry, but I have gone ahead and coated a red one with a bit of the Berry Sparkle PVA glue. Now, if you notice the glue, there we go, looks pink. But when it dries, it is the prettiest Christmas glittery red. So don't let this fool you.
No, no.
It's basically in a glue suspension, which is white, so it looks pink, but you've got all that beautiful glitter in there. So yes.
So if you fancy that then, if you know that it's going to dry, obviously that wonderful bright red, that's your Berry Sparkle glue. You've also then got your opaque micro beads, and you've also got your glitter jewels as well. So there are the micro beads. You can see that they are literally little like mini tennis balls, golf balls, mini golf balls. Tiny, tiny, tiny little things. And then you've got the beautiful sparkle from that glitter, the glitter jewels, okay? So they all come as a trio, really. You get all three for £10.99.
Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put this into place before I complete the rest of this. So I've added a bit of of mounting foam to the back. And it feels really nice and solid once you've had the different sections of this. It doesn't feel like it's got any weak spots in it at all. And you've got that nice backing that you put on, so you've got a place to hide your mounting foam, which is always kind of nice.
What you've done there is 3 layers deep,
yeah,
isn't it?
It is.
It's going to be rigid and strong.
Okay, so pop this on. So this is going to go right in the middle of my frame.
When did you design these dies?
Actually, do you know what? I actually designed these at Christmas last year. And it's been funny because I always make my samples in April, which is funny because I'm in Florida and it's hot and I'm making Christmas cards, and I've been doing it for years, and it just hits me as really odd. But that's the earliest I've gotten them done. It's usually not till after Christmas I get started on them.
Design them at Christmas because you're in the mood.
You're in the mood, yeah. So I did. I was way ahead of schedule. Now, unfortunately, I've kind of fallen a little bit behind my schedule, but that's because I was away. Okay, so now there is a sentiment. Oh, here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, so I'm going to pop a little glue on the back of this. Let me just do a little spray glue and put that in the center, and then we're going to show you a couple little finishing touches too. I want to make sure everything's in place so I don't hit it. So that fits beautifully in there. Get it nice and straight. Okay. Now, the last couple of things I want to do is glue pen. Now, I have to admit, mine is really old. I'm hoping it's not too. Yeah, mine's really. It's the same one, but it's well used.
Well, if that's not
but
working, you can borrow this.
No, it's working too much. I think that's the problem.
Right.
But
by the way, if you want this die set that we're using in the demonstration on its own, not in the one-day special, it is available individually still at the moment, $13.99. Because tomorrow probably it won't be. So just to give you a heads up, if you do want it, it is 625830 on the bottom of the screen. That's the die set we're using for this card at the moment. Okay.
Okay. So I'm just going over. There's some embossed ornaments that come through on the tree. So I'm just going over it with the gold paint pen, oops, a little off there, and kind of making them show up. You can see them from the embossing, but I think it's really cute to have the little bit of a thing. And then I'm going to put the star on there. There we go.
And these are Pentel, aren't they?
Pentel, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like these. I've used this one a lot to... you hit it and kind of splatter paint so mine's really inky. Okay, so that doesn't take long to dry. Then the other thing, which I wanted to show you, and it won't be dry, but you can kind of get the idea. A couple ways you can do this. If you're brave or fearless, you can go ahead and just see the little holly areas?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just do one rather than 3. That way I don't have to worry about it. I'll just put 1 in place of all of these. I did on the original, I'll show it to you in a second, I did do 3 really small ones. But
so again, like you say, it comes out the same colour as it's in the tube.
It does.
Like a pinky colour.
And you think, oh no, but it just takes a few minutes to dry. And then they come out, and I'll show you these dry. So I've done really tiny ones with these, and I have to admit I barely cut the tip off of the one I was using. So
look at the difference. They look pink when they're actually wet and liquid.
But they just look like little berries on your holly,
on the bow.
And the same exact one. So there you have it. So once that's dry, you'll have the pink ones turning really nice and red. So that'll take about 15 minutes, and they'll dry. And
they kind of level off and dome.
Not too much though. The glue is really nice. You'll get a little bit of kind of that dome look from it. Yeah.
You don't end up with spikes on them. They do
no. They will always stay nice and round. So okay.
Now, that die is individually available. Some other ones that are individually available as well. This is in our second bundle, but it's the one that Matt was commenting on, and I must admit I fell in love with this as well. I do love it because it's absolutely versatile. It's not just a Christmas die set. You can use it as a diamond, you can use it as a square, and you've, of course, got that fantastic circle in the middle as well. But it's stars, so it could be for a birthday. It could be for any celebration you can think of. 2/3 of the stock gone, though, individually, if you'd like it. It's only $14.99 as well. 847697 is your item number. 847697. I'd be tempted to go for that one myself. But the one-day special, we can only have one of those a day, although we do have 2 really good offers that are quite similar. This is the first one that is technically the one-day special. Now, you've got a discount of £22, including the fact that you're getting that Merry and Bright die worth $6.99 as a freebie. So that one you're not paying for, and your total saving is £22, including that die. You've got the Build a Snowman die, which, as we showed you earlier on, can be a snowman or a snowwoman. You can make them and dress them however you wish, because there's so many components to it. If I just show you again this one and this one, that's the one that that Sue pointed out to us. Beverly made this one, and there she is as a Mrs. Snowman, and there he is as a Mr. Snowman, and it does come with, of course, that sentiment as well, which works really well. Have a holly jolly Christmas as well. So that's just by its side there. So you get the actual Build a Snowman bundle. There's the Have a Jolly Christmas. Then you've got Merry and Bright. You've then got down there, this is the one that we used in the demonstration a few minutes ago, 'Twas the Night. You've then, next to that, got the snowball frame, which is incredibly versatile. That's, again, portrait landscape. You can make it bigger, stretch it wider, it's up to you. Warm Winter Wishes, Believe in You, Make My Heart Melt. They're the verses that are inside that die set as well. Then Believe in Magic, that's sold out individually, with Santa going across the rooftops there. Really lovely scene, but it is, of course, still in the one-day special, if you'd like it. And you've also got these dies here as well, not to forget those. The Ho Ho Ho, From Our House to Yours, and From Me to You as well. All of that is the one-day special today from Sue. £22 is your total saving, and it's on Flexi as well. So if you wanted to, you can spread the cost into two Flexis, £24.97 and £24.97 in 4 weeks' time. But there's the snowman looking through the window at the hearth in the background. So that's the die that we were using in that last demonstration, through a little bit of acetate with a snowman on the outside, which is lovely. There's that snowball frame with a snowman on the inside as well. Winter Wishes stamped onto it. You Make My Heart Melt. That works so well with the snowman, doesn't it? There we go. That's another one on the snowman there as well. Let's get another one of the hearths here. Done in mirror card. That looks absolutely incredible. It's been turned into a shaker card using those little beads, those snow white beads that we showed, the micro beads earlier on. That makes a great shaker card, look. And it's not static either, so it actually rolls. Then we've got Believe. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Now, that one sold out in the earlier show, but it is still in the one-day special if you'd like it. And I love the technique that Sue was showing us a minute ago, where you can just cut out the same die, but in different coloured cardstock, and then just basically snip away pieces. You know it's all going to layer up beautifully. It gives you a lovely rigidity to the actual card once it's made. There's your season's greetings as well. Isn't that lovely? Now, nearly 40% of the stock has gone on the one-day special. We're having a very busy 8 o'clock show tonight. That's everything that you get. And I think for the size of the dies and the variety that you're getting, it's a fantastic deal. It really is a great price from Sue. And these are brand new. She designed them last Christmas, went into production in around about April time, and here they are today. First time they've been on air. Part of the festive collection from Sue Wilson, and I think you're loving them. You absolutely adore them. Now, we've also got another item that could equally be a one-day special, but we're only allowed one. So this is our Christmas Classic collection with, again, another free bonus die. And this time it is the Comfort and Joy. So it's that one there. Tidings of Comfort and Joy. Lovely font again. Really handy to have. Beautiful design. Next to that, you've then got that beautiful topper, which I just think is absolutely gorgeous. Really lovely. Lots of elements in this you can use individually. You can snip away. Very versatile. Then you've got your birds, your robins. They could be other birds if you colour them in differently, but they are first and foremost robins, with the beautiful holly twig there as well, and the leaves. Beneath that, we then go to Warmest Wishes and Let It Snow, and Season's Greetings. Then that panel in the middle there, that one is quite spectacular. That's what this card has been made from. And it is the festive snowfall background that you've got there. And also very handy corners to have as well, which you can do in different colours. This has been done there with a little snowman poking out in the middle. And then we have, oh, actually, that's the same die, just done on just plain cream cardstock. And just look how elegant that looks. You wouldn't think it was the same card, would you? Because it's quite quirky and funky with the snowman, but then very upmarket and very quite stately looking with that particular one. And then the last die that you're getting there as well is the one that we were talking about earlier on, the square and the circle, incredibly busy on its own. If that's all you want, that won't be here tomorrow, I don't think. It's going very, very fast. And to give you an idea of what you can do with that, if I can find it, that fantastic card that I showed you. I'm not going to be able to find it now I'm talking about it. The fireworky one. Oh, hang on, there's another one using it. That works. That works very well. Well, there's the robins, look, and the circle in the middle. So that could be wreaths, obviously, for Christmas, but equally it could just be celebration. It could be sparklers, Catherine wheels at firework night. It could be anything you wanted it to be, but you've got the square one as well as the round one. That's 746664, your item number. That is really technically pick a one-day special number 2, isn't it, really? £23.98, saves you £15. That's what you pay today, your £23.98, and then £23.98 in 4 weeks' time. 746664. There's the web that's got everything that Sue's using, actually, in the show. We've got that berry sparkle. We've got the texture paste there as well. We've got our the gold and silver with the cosmic glitter, the gilding polish. That's there. We've got the crystal tints as well, the glitter bits, the holographic one, and the classic colour next to it. So any three of those for £11.99. It's about £4 a pop. Distress oxides are there as well. So many 5-star reviews, all there if you look at hochanda.com. Okay, about 20 minutes left, Sue.
Oh, great. I love it. No rush. This is one of my favorite cards, too. You know, I know this won't be everybody's taste because it's got some black in it, but I love that combination of black, white, and gold. I just think it's really pretty.
Well, if you don't like the black, just use it as the cream and gold.
Yeah, absolutely. I like having just a little bit of that accent to it. So what I'm going to do is start with my background. I've got a piece of antique gold card that is 6 by 6, yes. Yeah. I am going to use the Nordic Tiles embossing folder.
Is that part of the pick and mix stuff?
It is. No, it's part of the set of embossing folders.
No, the actual cardstock, though.
Oh, I believe it is. I believe, yes. Right. You may want to double check me on that. But because this is a geometric sort of pattern with squares, what you want to do is line it up and get it centered into the middle of the squares there. So I'm going to be a little bit offset. And remember I said that the sandwich is a little bit different on this? It's a larger folder. So I'm just going to use the raspberry adapter. I'm going to let you run that towards you.
Okay.
And then just bring the whole thing back to me in your hand. Keep going. Nope. All the way through and then pick up that. Yeah.
No problem.
There we go. Okay. So now I should have a lovely embossed.
And you have.
Isn't that pretty? I really like that.
Love it.
Now, what I want to do is give it just a little bit of an antique look to it. So I'm going to bring in some Distress Oxide. This is black soot. Let me move all my junk out of the way. And a little bit of a smoothie. Okay, we're just going to pick up the edge. Now, don't panic. I know you'll think, so dark, because you can really blend this. I mean, even if you get it in really dark, you can blend it. And I just want to do a little bit heavier maybe in the corners. It's coming a little bit more.
Now we have got the oxides on the website, which I know are best sellers. If you pick a mix any two for £14.99, black soot being one of them, but there's lots of other funky colours as well, which are...
They are really nice inks. They blend so beautifully. I didn't think they could make a distress ink any better, but I have to say these are amazing. They are really lovely. So it just takes that really bright shine off of the antique gold and gives it an even more antique look, I think. Just putting a little bit around the edge. There we go. Just a tiny bit heavier in some of the corners. Just kind of draws your eye in there. Okay, so I like that. Pop this to the side and then just let me do a little bit of a cleanup on my craft mat so I don't get that
I always pick up so many tips and techniques when I work with you.
Do you?
Yeah, adding a little bit more deeper colours.
Yeah,
I thought of doing that.
Habit. So. It's funny because I don't actually ink the edges as very much. I always think, oh, I should have done that. I know Phil Martin loves to do it. And it's just not something I think about. When I started the card, I thought, right, it's missing something. And then I inked it, and I thought, that's it. I really like that. So sometimes it's just it's a matter of taste, obviously, but sometimes that's all it needs. It's just a little detail like that. And the nice thing about this embossing folder is it doesn't matter which side you use, because one side's it reverses every other one, so it's so literally there's no yeah, there isn't. It's really a nice folder. I really like this one. And you can cut it into strips and make like borders with it and all sorts of fun stuff. So.
And also, it's not necessarily festive.
No, I mean, you could use that. I mean, it's got that poinsettia feel to it, but you could use that year round. So let me just get a little bit of a straight edge here. See if I can line that up ever so much. Ooh, quite a bit off there. Let me try this. Sometimes that's a little better. It's cut just a hair bit large, but I was obviously sleeping. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that onto my backing now. And I've got the white paper pierced edge there. And I believe the piercing ruler is actually on the show, too.
I think you're right,
so we might actually get a chance to demonstrate that at some point. And then I've brought in the antique gold and the black, so I've kind of tied all the colors in there. Okay, so now we're going to move forward. I'm going to just pop this to the side.
How does Sue Wilson know what cards to send family and friends?
Oh, well.
Is that the trickiest thing for you to do?
Actually, it just depends on, most of my friends don't care what they get, but I have some friends that, I have a girlfriend that loves pink, so every card I make her has to be pink,
Right,
pink,
got
pink,
you.
pink. You know,
So you think of what they want rather than what you want to give them.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
So I start with that sort of thing. And I have to admit, my girlfriend in California, she's probably the best person to send cards to. She leaves them up forever.
Really?
I go to her house and they're still up on her mantle. It just cracks me up. And now she has a friend across the street from her. She comes over and tries to steal them all the time. So yeah, I'm going to start sending her some too. So anyway, right. So next thing, what I want to show is, and I've popped that on top of it, I need the star wreath. Okay. So I've got 2 pieces of card here.
Mm-hmm. This is the one
white.
that caused all the hoo-ha in the first show. Everybody fell in love with it. It's still available on its own but it's going very, very fast.
Okay.
It's in the second bundle, though, remember.
Okay, so what I want to do is cut one, and let me get my plate. Sorry about reaching over you here.
That's all right.
Pop this in. So why I have 2 pieces here is what I want is to cut a full one, and then I need a backing for another one. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put this in at a little bit of an angle because it was matte. I think the first show I put it on straight, not thinking about it. When you hit something straight on that wide, it is really hard to turn. So that should be a lot easier. So if you'll just roll that through one time.
Yep. Yep, it's easy.
And I don't need it cut a second time. That should do the trick. So just pick the whole thing up.
Yep.
And the reason why I don't have you roll it back is because I want it to cut through the first one, but I don't want it to cut through the second one. So it looks like it's cut really well through that and that. And let me just, sometimes you have to get underneath it with the, in fact, let me trade this out of the way. Sometimes you have to just get underneath it and pick it up. There we go. Okay, so that one is cut really well. Okay.
Wow,
but now I've got a really nice, can you see that? Hold on, let me see if I can hold that. It's hard with the white. So now what I have is an outline on there, okay? And it's cut the outside edge, but it hasn't cut through all the way.
And that's what you wanted?
That's exactly what I wanted.
Right.
So if I'd cut it twice, it probably would have cut through.
Right.
So I just want the edge, and I might have to just nip out little sections with my scissors. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while you hit a spot where it doesn't go all the way through, and you just have to kind of
it's a good technique to know, though.
Yeah, it's funny because I did show it last time. I had a lot of people email me asking they didn't understand what, how I was doing. I said you have to have 2 pieces of card to do it.
Right.
But
they're
then
do the same thickness.
exactly,
Right.
And then what you need to do is take and see how you've got the fall away pieces still stuck to that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just have to get under them and go through and knock them off. Okay. So it'll be nice and flat there. And those are just the fall away pieces from that
kind
piece.
Of embedded themselves.
They've embedded themselves, yeah. So, yeah. And occasionally you might have a spot that it'll actually cut all the way through, and just put a little tape on the back, solves the problem. So, but I needed that backing, and I wanted it to be exactly the right shape rather than having
Starry Sky, live at 8:45 nearly, is 70% gone. So this isn't going to be around in the morning when we're back at 9 o'clock. So if you do want it, you get the square and you get the circle together. It's certainly one of my favourite dies of your collection. I know Matt fell in love with it as well. $14.99 gets you both. And they're not just Christmas dies, although they are great for Christmas, they're all year round.
Okay, so let me tidy up my mess here.
I suppose if you wanted to, you could make that square into a rectangle by extending it.
Exactly, exactly. Or you can crisscross them like Beverly did and have one going this way, one going this way, all sorts of fun stuff. What I wanted to do with this was show you how pretty it looks layered up.
Okay.
So I've cut 4 of these, okay? The thing is about dies like this, and let me just pop out all my little fall away guys here. The things about dies like this is they're really detailed, they're really fine. So there's not any room to add mounting foam to these unless you're way better at it than I am. I mean, you might have a couple little stars here. You might be able to do it. But one of the ways you can get dimension on things like this is to stack them, okay? Yeah. So I've got 4 of them here, so I'll bring them all out. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. In fact, I think I'll try it with this. I think I can do it with my Cosmic Shimmer. Just put a little bit of glue around some of these spots, because even if it's not glued 100%, it will stack and stay together really nicely too. So I've got some solid ones here. I'll pop them on, and maybe just a little bit in the corners. And even if you have a little bit of glue that kind of oozes out, like I said, it is Cosmic Shimmer, so it'll dry perfectly clear. And I don't know if you've noticed, but these the stars have little fall-away stars that are quite cute too.
Oh, yeah,
so you can so you can use those.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, so let me just make sure I've got the right ones.
You have star shaky cards.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep all your little bits. Okay, so there is the first two put together. Let me just make sure they're nice and straight. Okay, add a little bit to this one. The downside is you're cutting more card, but I think in the long run it just really does make for a spectacular looking card to have them layered up a little bit more. And
of course you could, if you wanted to, cut them out in a different colour and paper piece the little stars as well.
Oh, absolutely. Put those right back in there, couldn't you? Yeah. See? Okay.
80% of this die is going to sell out probably in the show. We've still got, what, 10, 11 minutes in the show. I reckon that probably, if it doesn't sell out in the hour, just after the end of the hour, this will go completely. But it is in the second bundle, which is, you know, your first flexi-buy payment is only, what, £25? Something like that. So have a think. If it does go completely, have a think about going for the big bundle that's in it. So it's £47.95 or flexi-buy £23.98. So only a few pounds more and you get the whole bundle.
I'm going to add a little bit of spray glue to the back of this one because it's going to be right on top. So I want to make sure, let's turn that, get them lined up the right way. There we go. I want to make sure it's good and attached. Okay. So you can see you've got that dimension coming in now. So it's, and it's quite solid like that, which is the other thing I really like. So let me just get it all straight.
10-minute alarm.
Not a problem. So now this comes in handy. So in fact, I'll just use a little spray glue because now I've got the base for that. Okay. And I'll do a little bit of some dots just to make sure it's good and stuck down. The Cosmic really does hold it, whereas the spray glue gets all the little pieces you can't get to. But okay, so pop that into place, and you've got that nice little frame, so you know exactly where it needs to go because you've cut that in into the card. There we go. Let me get it. I need to hold that.
I wouldn't have thought of doing this. I like this a lot.
Yeah. So it just raises that up a bit. Okay. Give that a second. There we go. And I'm going to bring back my base piece and a little bit of...
Probably given a thickness there of like mount board.
Yeah, yeah, it's really nice though, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so I'm going to pop a couple pieces of this on. One there and one there. And I'm going to mount this, I can speak, on the diagonal, so we'll have kind of a diamond orientation to it. Center that in the middle. That looks pretty good. Okay, so there's the base. All right. So now I'm going to do similar thing with the centerpiece. Now I've cut all the, oops, I'm attached. Hold on. Cut all the wreaths in the antique gold. And because if I had left that open, I would not want to put the gold on top of the gold. But because I've got a nice white background here, I can add that in and it will really show it off nicely.
I've got to warn you, if you do want the square and the circle together, we're now limited stock. It is going to sell out before the end of the live show. So $14.99 if you're quick. Put it in your basket. It's $847,697. You'll get the square that we've just done that fantastic diamond shape with, and you'll get this die as well, which I just think is lovely.
I just have to line those up. That looks right. Yep, there we go. Got it. Pop that on top.
So out of all the dies, you weren't sure that how this would go down, this one? You weren't sure about it?
I wasn't sure, to be honest with you. I wasn't sure at all, but I really liked this. I thought it was quite pretty, and I thought, oh, there's just so many different things you can do with it. I mean, Christmas is fun because it's a bit more challenging because you have a much smaller pool of things you can pick from, you know, and make them
so
work.
Many different
exactly.
For Christmas
and I love to design a die that you can use year round. So in my head, I was thinking, okay, what could I do that would look good at Christmas and yet still work all year round? And so I thought, you know what, I like it. So at the end of the day, I mean, that's kind of where I have to start.
Well, it could be a twig wreath at the first glance, but then it can also be sparklers on firework night, you know,
all
circles
sorts
in the
of
sky,
stuff.
all sorts of things.
I mean, you could cut this in some really bright colors and just make a cute birthday card, you know. I mean, there's just all sorts of fun things you could do with it.
Yeah. Anyone that's a star in your family, whether they've got promotion or done a sports day
Oh,
or
exactly.
whatever, it could be anything.
You know, in fact, I think a lot of times this is the kind of thing a teenage boy might like with you know, maybe, I don't know, skateboarding die coming out of the center of it or something.
Could have done well at football at school or something. Could be a football in the middle of that.
Exactly. Okay, there's the big star. That's what I'm looking for. pop that in. So now that one's raised up quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and add a bit of glue to this one.
Last one's gone, Sue's gone, sold out. But it is still in the big bundle, but the individual one has gone, so congratulations if you've got it. The wreath has gone.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to pop this one down in the center, and I think let's just put it right about like so in the middle. Okay, we're going to come back to that in a moment. So I've done a little bit of a, like a, what I call a flag here. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop that up right about like that. Just going to pop that under ever so slightly, sticking out about like that. And I've got the sentiment in black and in white, if I can get a hold of it. There we go. I think that's about, yeah, perfect. Okay, so what I want to do is make a shadow. So I'm going to use the white one on top, because I think shadowing your sentiments just makes them pop a little bit more.
One of my favourite techniques. I do love it.
Yeah.
And you always put the light on the top dark.
I don't always, but most of the time that's generally what I go for. I did the reverse on the shows last couple of weeks when I was on, and it just depends on the card and what you think will show up best against the background. Because if you've got a light background, sometimes you may want the dark on top. You never know. So, okay, pop that down. Just get that centered on there. And I went with the From Me to You because, like I said, a lot of people aren't couples. So it's nice to have something you can use both ways, you know?
Yeah, good idea.
Or you can use this just for regular cards and whatnot. Now, the fun part is the poinsettia garland. Okay, so what I've done, I'm a little sticky, sorry. What I've done is I've cut the flower from it in the gold twice, okay? And I'm not using the actual outside area on this one. But what I wanted to do was create a really pretty floral element on the side of that. So I'm going to layer these up and I'm going to offset them, even though there's quite a bit of detail to them, but you can just sort of offset the little bits. So you've got what looks like an even fuller flower there. And
remember, that was the poinsettia die that's available that comes with the positive and the negative. And also the sprigs as well, which are just there. So that's that set. That's available still individually, but it's going very, very quickly. 40% nearly of the stock of that's gone on its own. And also a companion to that might be well worth considering. The holly leaves with the berries as well. They're available too, and they're also just $9.99. So incredible value. And that's $366,705 for the holly, but we have the poinsettia too.
So I've used everything on that poinsettia except for the main what we call the lazy sea. I've used these two here. Okay. Now, one of the things you can do with this, the actual petals are attached, but they're cut in between them. So what I've done is I've just given them a little pinch on the full one, so you can bring them up and give them a tiny bit of dimension like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
isn't that pretty?
That's lovely.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that into place in the center with a couple of glue dots. Let me get those off.
Perfect timing. We've got about 4 minutes left.
Perfect. Okay, so that is going to seat right off to the edge here. Get my finger out of there. Like I said, you can bring those up. And I'm going to put, if I can get them all untangled, 2 black on either side and a white one in the center. So the black will be kind of a backing, a little bit offset like that. And like that. And then do the top 2.
Now, do bear in mind, of course, there's going to be this show repeated and the launch show repeated overnight as well. Sue's back live with us at 9 o'clock in the morning with the next live show. But some things are going and selling out in the live shows this evening. So if you're watching a repeat, I hope what you want is there. Let's remind you of the 2 sets that we've got for you. This is our Christmas... Classics, right, okay, the Christmas Classics, there we go, there's your Christmas Classics. That is £47.95, £15 off, down from £62.95, and that is also on FlexiBuy as well, so that's 2 payments of £23.98. That's what you pay today, £23.98 plus your P&P, and £23.98 in 4 weeks' time. And then the one-day special, that Christmas Classics is almost like a one-day special because it's saving you quite a bit of money. This one, though, saves you even more. It saves you £22 off the price, down from £71.94 to £49.94, and that is technically the one-day special. You've got the Build a Snowman dies there. You've also got the fantastic hearth that we did that demonstration with earlier on. You've got Santa taking to the skies with the reindeer going across the rooftops. It's all there for you, and it's on FlexiBuy too. So £24.97 today and £24.97 in 4 weeks' time. Opening a Flexi order. Anything else you fancy? The berry glue, the glitters, anything else you want can go in that Flexi order and spread the cost over the 2 payments.
Okay, we're just finishing it off because this embossing folder just cries out for a few pearls.
Yeah,
so I'm going to pop those right into the centers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just using some little oops, stay there. Ah, hold on, that one went upside down. Get back with there. Okay, there we go. 3mm pearls on those little flowers, and we are finished.
There it is.
Isn't that pretty?
Beautiful. Well, 2 great demos with some amazing dies. I remember the first time they've been on air here. This is continuing the festive collection that Sue's brought. This is part 2.
It is.
And there will be a part 3.
There will be a part 3.
So if you want to add to that in weeks to come. Let's just have a little look at some other fantastic
can we?
cards.
Yes.
Let's have a few more.
Okay.
We haven't looked in this pile yet, have we? I'll pass these over to you.
I don't think we have. This is a nice card. Let me show this. This is one of Paul's cards, and he's done an easel card with one of my octagons and using that poinsettia garland. Isn't that pretty? I love that. And it does look really dark, but it is actually this real deep Merlot card that's quite Christmassy looking in real life.
And that's the poinsettia again. That poinsettia die which I just showed you earlier on. If I just hold that there and show you, here it is.
So there I've actually put the poinsettia on top and I've layered it again. So it's actually got 2 offset like I've done on this card.
So classy.
So you can put it underneath to show through with the outline on top, or you can put it on the top like that.
Well, we're nearly out of time. I'll just show you one more quickly. Look at this one.
Okay. Oh, there's one with the outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I put it underneath and it shows the outline on it.
If this doesn't inspire you to buy some dies from Sue and to get your Christmas cards sorted and get maybe doing them during the summer holidays, I don't know what will. Yeah,
perfect. That way you're not stressed when it comes time.
Great to see you.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
Sue will be back live at 9 o'clock. I'll see you tomorrow morning as well. Matt's going to have Craft Price Drop at 7 a.m. and I'll see you at 8 o'clock with Ali's Stitchy Fingers. This is what's coming up though tonight on Hochanda. Have a nice evening, but stay with us if you can. Yes, it's Mixed Media with Crafter's Companion. That's coming up next at 9 o'clock, followed by a repeat of one of Sue's shows, the Festive One Day Special. And then a Tonic Nouveau Weekend Wow will be here a little bit later on. That's at 11 o'clock. See you bright and breezy in the morning.
Hello, I'm Paula Pascual from Tonic Studios. I have been paper crafting for the last 21 years, since I discovered the joy of making my own Christmas cards using